Welcome to Reno Rumble, where for the past 3 weeks we've seen 6 spectacular homes renovated and 2 couples eliminated. Last night the Blues took home the win and Hayley and Jimmy were sent packing from the Western Reds. Tonight, with 4 couples left, we begin the Reno Rumble semi-finals.
In the real world, this can't happen in a week.
The competition pushes the teams to their physical and emotional limits.
Dane looks at things the wrong way.
He doesn't give a about a toilet that's not getting judged.
You can do it in your bathroom, that's it. That's all you've said to me.
Wow.
On the toughest renovation yet.
It's not our problem at all, mate.
We thought we were going to have to scratch someone's eyes out.
And I drop a bombshell. I have come up with a way to make you lot work harder than you have ever worked in this competition. That'll have them in the fight of their lives. Let's rumble. The sun's up, just like Dane and Leanne's confidence at being the last red team standing.
Yeah, I think a few people are threatened by, you know, Dane and myself at this stage, so they should be.
Ready to go? New house, new family. Let's see what we've got. We're like the Steve Bradbury of renovators. Like, we literally roll across the line every week.
The Blues strategy has been get rid of Scott and Nadia, and guess what? It failed every week. But we're still here. We're like cockroaches. Nuclear blast won't get rid of us.
There might be a bit of a change-up this week. I've run through some conspiracy theories. You never know what Scotty's got up his sleeve. It's the rumble coaster.
I've got plenty up my sleeve for this lot. But first, Shell and I have a new challenge to deliver. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning, Rumblers.
Morning. Morning.
Semi-final week. Yes. With 3 couples over here and 1 couple over here.
It was actually pretty satisfying looking over and seeing Dane and Leanne on their own.
Their little table for 2 over there.
We enjoyed that. We were hoping that they were going to get stuck with the house on their own.
So they come in over to the blue side, like the east side, or is one of us going to them? You know, what's going to happen?
I've had a sleepless night thinking about what we're going to do. I suppose it's time to put you, Dane and Leanne, out of your misery.
Yes, please.
Here's what I come up with. It's east meets west. Two teams turns into 1 team. 2 houses turns into 1 house. Whoa.
We're going to have 4 couples in 1 house. We'll just have to wait and see how we're going to go.
Yeah, it'll be good. Game on.
This week you'll all be working together and take on 1 house.
And what a house we've got for you this week. Today, you are going to the house of Debbie Holmes.
I'm only one. This week's very worthy recipient of a home transformation is Debbie Holmes from the Avalon Centre. This isn't just Debbie's home, it's also a home for many people in need.
For the last 30 years, Debbie has opened her home to those who need help.
Some people refer to this as my home, but I don't see it as my home. I see it as the centre. First and foremost, it's the Avalon Centre, and it's a home for many, many people. I wanted to work with the homeless. I wanted to work with people with disabilities. I wanted to work with people with mental health. And then I thought, well, why can't we be all-encompassing? When there's a need, we can meet it. And that's our aim, that's our philosophy, to help where we can, when we can, and in whatever way we can. Some people have been coming to the drop-in for 20 years, and it's so important to these people. It's their second home. It really is their home. And they feel comfortable here, they feel welcomed here, they feel useful here. It's so important to them, really important to them.
Twice a week, Debbie and her handful of volunteers load up vans full of clothing and blankets and deliver them to the homeless. This week, your job is to transform Debbie's home and to help her continue in her quest for helping others.
Debbie's opened up her home to provide, you know, a safe haven.
This amazing woman has devoted her life to supporting the homeless and people in need and encourage them to put their lives back on track.
Now, Shell, Deb does sound amazing, and I have come up with a way to make you lot work harder than you have ever worked in this competition. This week is double elimination.
We are now in a foreign team and it's double elimination, so we knew there was going to be a pretty big week ahead.
The bombshell, double elimination, I think I swallowed my heart. I almost died.
I guess we're getting to the tight end of the game now, so we've got to expect little surprises like that from good old Uncle Scotty.
At the end of the week, only 2 couples standing here today will go through to the grand final, and 2 couples will be going home.
2 are staying and 2 are going, and that's extremely nerve-wracking, I think, for all of us.
You'll have a budget of $200,000, and there is no house captains this week.
It's going to be a very, very interesting week, and I'm expecting a lot of drama. Thank you, guys.
A lot of fireworks.
And with a double elimination looming, it's now dawning on our couples that winning this week is a top priority.
Not ready to go home at all.
Definitely not ready to go home. We are
not ready to lose to the rest of those
suckers.
I think we have to be quite firm.
Yeah, we do.
And don't stand back.
Oh, no.
And just say no.
If we stand back, we're going home.
Yeah.
It will literally be each for their own.
I really want to win this week. I really want to win.
We don't have a choice, do we?
Rolled up in front, and it was an old-style sort of Californian bungalow, and there seems to be a lot around that area, so we weren't sure what was sort of going to be inside.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. It was insane. There was so much clothing and furniture and goods, and
It was piled to the neck high. I don't think I knew where to start. Just keeps going and going.
I can't get over how much stuff is still in the house.
There's so much stuff in here. Do we have to pack
It's
it
like
up?
4
Because
trucks worth.
it's going to take us a week to pack up the house.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble's semi-finals, where our 4 remaining couples have merged into one team. And with no team captains and double elimination hanging over their heads, our Rumblers are in the fight of their lives this week in a house that fulfills a lot of needs for a lot of people.
The house is getting on. It's the poor old girl. She's were built in the 1920s, so, you know, we're going on to 100 years, so it's a lot of cracks. But again, it all goes back to the money. We just haven't got it. This is the real hub of the Avalon Centre, I'll tell you. This is our drop-in space, I suppose you'd call it. The room at the back where all the action takes place for the drop-in part, which is really the focus of the hub of the centre. Now, I knew there were people that were doing it tough out there, and I just wanted to help them in my own way. It's been a struggle to survive, but, you know, we have to keep going. It's really important.
She must be a mad Richmond fan. Anything you can buy Richmond, I think Deb's got. Everything from cat bowls, jerseys, beanies, all that sort of stuff. There's newspaper clippings scattered all around the house about her beloved Tigers.
Trying to incorporate a design style that appeals to her and to the judges is going to be the tricky part.
The next tricky step for this lot will be trying to allocate rooms without team captains calling the shots.
Yeah, the process of choosing the rooms this week happened really quick. So we just sort of went back to what we haven't done for a while, and it all seemed to work out.
The Avalon Centre, owned by Debbie, is a sprawling 9-room house, comprising of 2 bedrooms, 2 living areas, an office, bathroom, kitchen, laundry and sunroom.
Well, Mum and I want to do a bathroom.
Scotty and I thought about doing a bathroom as well because we haven't done it since week 1.
And Sarah and I haven't done a kitchen since week 1, so we're thinking kitchen dining would be good for us.
I mean, we'd be happy to do living because we haven't done it since week 1.
Living in bedroom.
So there was no arguing, no nothing. It was just, OK, we'll take that, you have that, we have this, I'll have that, and it was done.
Jesus, that was easy.
Good job, guys.
Well done, and then we get a joy.
See, this is what it's like working on our team.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot harder than it was.
We thought we were going to have to scratch someone's eyes out to get the rooms that we wanted.
All right, let's talk about budget.
With that out of the way, it's time for the contestants to be briefed on their rooms by homeowner Debbie. First up, Lisa and John have the formal living room and guest bedroom.
Debbie, our homeowner, was very much about keeping the home to its original form. She really wanted to keep the heritage about the house. Wow.
Right, so Deb, what is the main use for this room?
Well, this is what we call the spare room. This is a room where we offer respite for people. Sometimes people who've got disabilities, intellectual disabilities, they like to come and stay the night. Sometimes I've had homeless people in here that just really need a room. Anybody that basically needs to come and stay here.
Getting onto the construction side of the conversation, please, Debbie, tell me that you love this timber work.
I love it. I love it.
If you touch any of this timber work, you'll be speaking to me.
Promise, not going to happen.
Not touching it, Scotty. She said that she wanted to keep the trimming, she wanted to keep the timber, the ceiling. We knew that we didn't really want to cover those items up, that's for sure.
Deb, you're finished in here. Take one last look, because next time you see it, it will be restored to its former glory.
Scott and Nadia are lucky enough this week to have adjoining rooms. They'll work on the bathroom, which Debbie shares with guests of the Avalon Centre. And they'll redesign her bedroom, which is the only personal space in the house belonging to Debbie.
Oh, my God. The bedroom was dark, dingy. It hadn't been touched. It had lack of storage. It was bad.
Debbie, this is your space?
Yes, it is. This is what they call the cave. And nobody comes into this room. Look at the cracks on the wall.
What about you? You've got that beautiful room next door, and you choose to live in this room because you want your guests to live in the beautiful room.
Yes, well, that's all right. I just sleep in here and, as I say, watch my Richmond football replays.
But I imagine the amount of people and things that are forever happening in the rest of your home, this is really the only space you have for yourself?
Yes, yes.
I think Debbie spends more time looking after other people than her own space.
But this room doesn't need to be done. It's not... Deb,
it's going to be done.
Yes.
So, think about what you would like.
One of those big cutouts of the Richmond football player. Lie in bed and just watch. You can get those big ones, you know.
Deb, any player in particular you'd like?
Well, Ivan Maric. I love him.
Oh, here we go, beside the bed, Debbie.
Debbie is a real character. I don't think she knows how to take from people, so I think it's going to be a really big shock for her. Do you only use that bathroom?
No. We definitely need 2 bathrooms.
OK.
This is never about you, Deb, is it? This whole house is not about you.
Absolutely, you got it. That's right. It's all about Avalon. Very good. You understand it.
Thank you very much.
You
I'm
know
glad I
that
got it.
it's about the home for everyone.
Yes.
That's right.
As I said, these guys are designing for their lives in this competition.
right.
So this room is going to be spectacular, Debbie.
It will be.
Renee and Sarah will be working on the heart of the Avalon Centre, the sunroom and the communal kitchen, which will absorb the existing laundry and bathroom.
The homeowner brief this week was pretty broad. She kind of didn't want it too new looking, too contemporary, too modern.
We had this kitchen donated to us, but there's some things that we really should have thought about a bit more carefully.
Where do you actually sit down to eat?
Out in the back room there, usually, because that's where everybody gathers. That's where they're drawn to. That's where it all happens. In that back room is the hub, the heart, the centre, the soul.
Oh, it's essential that we provide everything that Debbie has asked for. And I think, you know, it's a task we can do.
Dane and Leanne have 2 adjoining spaces, which they're going to use to create a new main bathroom and an office.
The study/office is where she spent a lot of her time, and when we first walked in there, it was packed to the ceiling. Providing space, workspace, computer space, and plenty of storage was at the top of the list for Debbie's office.
This looks like the engine room.
Oh, yeah, the engine room, that's it.
Yes.
My role is a centre coordinator, not manager or director or any of these titles that sort of frighten the life out of people. You know, and I want people to feel that they can come into an office and feel OK about it.
It was our turn to give back to her, so we were very excited.
But before they get too excited, they have a couple of large containers to fill.
There's mountains and mountains of stuff throughout the whole house. It's not just initially in one room. So between the Contestants and Santa Fe Ridgeway, we've got a tough job ahead of us.
We need a bigger truck.
5 containers later, rumblers are ready to call it a day and start fresh tomorrow. Coming up, Dane and Leanne break the rules of renovating. You cannot change this room. Debbie would have a heart attack. Well, I don't know what you guys do in Adelaide, but up here in Melbourne, this is how we treat period features, with respect. Day 2 of the Reno Rumble semi-finals, and our remaining 4 couples are up at Sparrows, ready for a big day of demo. And no doubt, some dramas.
Yeah, strategy of the week is really to keep our heads down, stay out of the firing line. All the others, I think, this week will start eating their young, so, you know, I think we're, you know, trying to stay out of the fodder.
Game on.
Game on.
Game on.
With a double elimination hanging over their heads, these guys are more motivated than ever to get an early start on their rooms. Considering these guys are steering the ship without captains this week, the first meeting of the day with Corinthian Doors goes without a hitch.
Done.
But Scott and Nadia have one more issue to discuss. After 18 years of sharing a bathroom, Scott and Nadia want to give Debbie her very own sanctuary, an ensuite to call her own. But that means they'll need to find a spot for an extra toilet. They're hoping Sarah and Renee have space for it in their kitchen at the back of the house.
From packing up her belongings, we learnt that she really needs to put some time back into herself and not give everything to everyone else. When we were talking to Deb yesterday, Scotty Cam said we're going to get a toilet out in the back somewhere.
Scott and Nadia approached us about putting the toilet in the kitchen area. I think they already knew that it was not going to happen.
Nah, that's all kitchen.
You've got enough space off there just to have it in that corner, a little powder room.
Definitely not. Definitely no toilet fitting in that area.
But there is, there's heaps of room there.
Yeah, but we're not doing it.
You either decide on doing it now or it's going to hit you later in the week.
I don't think there's any room for a dunny in the kitchen. There's no way the toilet will fit.
Scott and Nadia were shut down quite quickly by Renee and Sarah, and they had ultimately hit a wall with trying to get that to work.
With that idea down the toilet, it's back to the drawing board for our married Melbourneites.
We couldn't afford to waste any more time on futile discussions that can't be sorted out. So we just needed to make it work. So we were racking our heads how to make it work. I think I just had an aneurysm.
While Sarah heads off to carpet court to select the floorboards, I've decided to call in and make sure everyone's sticking to the homeowner's brief to keep the period features of this classic old house intact.
Don't touch it. Break the stained glass and you're a dead man.
My first stop is Lisa and John's formal living area. Wow. How are you?
Scotty, how you going, mate?
Oh, my goodness me. Liquor, paint, furniture and walk away.
Yeah.
We're really working this room around this whole fireplace. So our only issue is, Scotty, is where we are going to position the TV.
Well, I would have thought the wall you're standing on is the only wall for it.
Well, we are blocking that doorway up, Scotty.
What do you mean?
We're gonna get rid of the double door because these two rooms are going to be separate.
Yeah.
Because that's turning into a laundry bathroom.
Is it? I'll get to that room later. Who's doing that?
Dana Leanne.
So, was that part of the brief? She's very fond of all her beautiful decorative timber work in this house and that fireplace.
Dana and Leanne are going to be removing that fireplace in there as well.
They're not.
So I did mention to Scotty that Dana and Leanne were looking at transforming the sitting room into a bathroom/laundry. As soon as I mentioned that to Scotty, he pretty much ended our conversation there and ran straight in that room looking for Dana and Leanne.
It was all going very well for us. We were excited and we were happy, and then Scotty Cam dropped in and he loves to change things on you, so we were very nervous.
Hello, troops, how are we?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm not bad. I've just heard some news about what you guys are doing. Can you just relay that to me, what you're doing in this room?
This is going to be our bathroom space.
What about that?
That's going to be covered over.
OK, I'm going to have to stop you right now. This room needs to stay exactly as it is. She loves her fireplaces. What if this became your study/sorting room with a TV? They wanted a TV in the sorting room. The old study, which has got no period features, turn that into a wet area with your laundry, your 2 toilets and another shower and bath. You cannot change this room. Debbie would have a heart attack. Can you sense the tone in my voice?
Dana and Leanne might want to consider flipping their 2 rooms around. As the old office is currently void of any period features, it's a no-brainer to tile up as a bathroom and laundry. That'll leave the room with a huge fireplace and stained glass to become the new office.
Think about what I said and think about that fireplace. You did get the tone in my voice, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Whether we follow it or not, Scotty, is another thing.
Right, fair dinkum. I don't know what you guys do in Adelaide, but up here in Melbourne, this is how we treat period features, with respect.
Very frustrating because we've just finalised plans with Sabrina, spoken to the chippies about sourcing a glazier. Now that's all been thrown in the bin.
To lose half a day when you've only got a week to renovate is massive. We were just devastated.
You'll have a wall. To their credit, they make a quick decision to switch the rooms and get on with planning.
Put a shower here, leave the bath there, vanities over there, toilet there.
And now we have to reorganise the study.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Scott and Nadia are not letting go of giving Debbie her very own ensuite off the master bedroom.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Scotty.
Big responsibility in here, Debbie's boudoir.
Yes.
We're thinking about putting a doorway through here into the ensuite. So
you're leaving the toilet in there, you're just going to redo that bathroom?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds pretty good. And that way Debbie ends up with her own ensuite with a toilet.
Correct. She's given her rest of her house away to everyone else, so...
She just needs this little one-bedroom flat. But in order for that to work, you need to convince someone else in this house to put a second and third toilet in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think your most important job now is to talk to Dane and Leanne.
You know, Dane and Leanne, I thought, is a perfect place for it because the bathroom is as big as the MCG.
This is Dane and Leanne's massive MCG-sized bathroom. They've allocated this healthy chunk for the laundry. All Scott is asking for is this small space for the extra toilet, but they're not willing to give him an inch.
So what Scotty suggested is have another toilet in the laundry. So that would take this, literally laundry to there. That would give you a space here to have a nice walk-in toilet, because nothing...
Because you need more room than that for a toilet off the hall, and we're not going to sacrifice that room for a powder room. Are you not putting a toilet in yours?
Yeah. This isn't about our space. This is about what this lady needs.
If you want to put a powder room in, it's got to go somewhere else. All right?
All right, no worries. It's your call, mate. It's your call, your space. He just doesn't play well with others.
It was just infuriating more than anything because we knew that it would fit into the MCG bathroom quite nicely and they would still have a nice sized bathroom, but they were just unwilling to budge on it.
I'm not sure they're thinking about Debbie at this point. I think they're thinking about, do you want to be in this competition? They think that letting a small toilet powder room is going to affect their space. I guess they have the power to sort of stop that.
Yeah, they're not thinking about Debbie at all. They're thinking about the win. So if they continue with it, I think the judges will absolutely wrap them for it.
If you're loving the kitchens you're seeing from our Rumble teams, well, you are going to love this. Freedom Kitchens is giving you the chance to win your very own designer kitchen installed in your home. The whopping 20 grand prize includes everything from design to quality cabinets, Caesar stone benchtops, appliances and installation. All you have to do is tell us why you think you should win a new Freedom Kitchen for your home. Enter now on the Reno Rumble Facebook page and good luck.
Hard time forgive it.
It's the Reno Rumble semi-finals. And for the first time, our contestants are duking it out under the same roof to avoid being part of the double elimination at the end of the week. Sarah and Renee are wasting no time selecting new windows and bifold doors from Stegbar for the sunroom.
Definitely replacing these with something a little bit more traditional to the house would be great.
Probably what you'd want to look at doing here is maybe a 3-light bifold going one way.
And they've locked in a white and gold Freedom Kitchen, shaker-style cupboards to fit in with the heritage features of the home. Now the easy part is out of the way. It's on to redesigning the floor plan. The ladies from Mount Isa are planning to open up the old kitchen, pantry and laundry to create a colossal-sized kitchen and dining space. But it'll also require a colossal amount of demo, ultimately giving them the biggest space in the house. In the guest bedroom,
wow.
Lisa and John are selecting their secret weapon, bespoke wallpaper.
I was really excited to sort of come up with something today that I thought would set us apart from the rest of the house, and that was wallpaper. I thought we might be onto a winner with this one. So what I think we'll do this screen in this room here with that pattern, and we'll work out, like you said, the foreground colours, more specific to the window and the curtain. And then in that room, we'll do the lighter background colour with that as the foreground.
All right, let's get into it.
Perfect, thank you. I'm looking forward to that, thank you.
Lisa, thanks.
Awesome. Funnily, as William was making his way out the door, Leanne hunted him down and said, stop right there and can you wander into my room and show me what you've got there, because we would really like to do wallpaper as well.
She likes cats.
So I was a bit disappointed and well, you know, annoyed that Leanne had sort of ran with my idea and not found someone for herself.
This could also be black. Yeah. That could also look really cool too.
Let's hope that the judges are gonna take preference over our room versus theirs. That's all we can do now.
Speaking of awkward situations, Scott is still trying to get his third toilet across the line, and he thinks he's found a place for it. Inside back-to-back utility cupboards in the hallway.
So, Aidan, what we want to do is put a little WC in here. What that means, if you're OK with it, if it fits, what that means then is we can actually cut this off as Debbie's private sanctuary.
I think what you need to do for this room, before we go any further, is probably draw it in real size on the floor. Draw where the toilet's going to be, sit on the toilet and see if you've got enough room to close the door.
Yep. So this is the space we're trying to fit in here. Aidan had some concerns, and I must admit, so do I.
But then you've also got to fit an in-wall cistern in somewhere.
I think we're struggling.
But I mean, both Simo and Aidan agree that the toilet should be in the laundry. So...
Well, there's a lot of space in there, though, isn't there? Isn't there the room for a powder room as well as the bathroom?
No, not in that room.
Everyone believes that she needs her own space except Dane.
Oh, you guys have got to decide. You might all run into a heap of trouble with that. Who's going to cop the crosshairs for that?
No one's going to cop the crosshairs for that on judging day. It's a toilet inside the house we don't get judged on. You put it in our bathroom, we get judged on it.
His exact words were, I don't really give a beep if it's not being judged, so it's not going in there.
We called a team meeting and you know, they were trying to sabotage everybody. They were doing what was best for them.
Yeah, I mean, Dane was adamant it wasn't going in, and Dane looks at things the wrong way. We weren't doing it to make our space better. Looking at the logic of the plan and the way everything is, it can work in your space.
Well, I'm
absolutely,
telling you that
without taking out too much.
I'm telling you, your space could work without blocking it off.
So ours is
It's a two-way street, Scotty.
No, look, I understand.
You want what you want because it's going to benefit your area.
Hang on, you're making out we want because
but you
what
are,
we
because
want.
you keep pushing it.
Shows how selfish you are.
Wait. No, hey, he's not being selfish. He's not being selfish.
He's just said he doesn't give a about a toilet that's not getting judged.
I'm pushing it for her, for Debbie.
No, you're
it's
pushing
her
it for
house,
yourself, mate.
I'm not. I don't
pushing
care.
it for yourself.
Look, I'm not expecting to be here past this week anyway, mate. This is for
then
Debbie.
Don't worry about
Nothing
it. Then
we've
drop
done.
It. We'll do this.
But that's
it's
not
a common
cool.
toilet.
That's not cool. This is a lady that's given her life.
We've already had this discussion.
Dane. You're saying, oh, I don't give a about a toilet that's not being judged.
You can do it in your bathroom, that's it. That's all you've said to me.
We're saying we want to block off that area so she's got a sanctuary because she gives away the rest of her house. You're not listening.
She said this isn't even her house. This is everybody's house.
That's
the words that came out of her mouth. So you can go on your call and we'll go on ours, but that's not going in our bathroom. That's the end of the story.
At the end of the day, these people have to live here. You can look at it as a competition, that's all fine and good once you walk out the door, but these people are stuck with what you do. So you should think about that seriously when you're making those decisions. And, you know, I'm not sure everyone is.
Even though the contestants have had one too many dramas today, they've still managed to tackle a solid amount of demo work.
Today was a very, very interesting day with the Blues and the Reds in the same house.
Very awkward scene we had today.
Yeah.
With Scotty and Dane. You're not getting that space, and I don't care. I'll rip your head off, Scotty.
And then there's Leanne.
No, Dane's not selfish. No, we're not putting no stupid toilet in our bathroom, okay? So, like or lump it, you have it in your room, or you get out of here.
Hey guys, welcome to the bachelor pad. Get to sleep on a double bed by myself tonight. It's a big day today. Had a bit of a blow up with Scotty and Nadia. You know, just had to be firm about our bathroom, our design. You know, this is probably the biggest week so far with double elimination. Anyone could be going home. Not afraid to stand my own ground and back in the style we want and make sure that no one from this blue team / new team blue team starts to, or thinks they can, you know, tread on us or step over us, because that's just not how we roll.
Coming up.
You need to get back in now.
2 days in, and the budget's already blowing. No money equals no tradies.
We don't have any labourers, no chippies, it's just us here.
Oh, well, we must be saving a fortune.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble's semi-final week, where the competition between the 4 remaining couples has escalated. Yesterday, a toilet war erupted between Scott and Nadia and Dane and Leanne.
No, hey, he's not being selfish.
With a double elimination at the end of the week, everyone is struggling to find a balance between impressing the judges and fulfilling the homeowner's brief. After a restless night in their caravan, Scott and Nadia can't wait to head back to Debbie's rambling Californian bungalow. Overnight, they came up with a solution for that troublesome third toilet. After 3 knockbacks on where to place the loo, Scott and Nadia have a fresh plan. They're going to place the third toilet in a section of hallway off the main bathroom. This means Debbie will have her own ensuite for the first time in 18 years.
Because then the toilets will be back to back and they can plumb off each other.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, it
that?
gives her own little sanctuary, which is what we wanted. So
Yeah.
Nadia and I talked about it overnight, and we thought the best place, we might be able to use that common area hallway, voila, presto, you have an ensuite. Good job. OK,
Done.
babe, can you take out this wall?
Yep.
And I'll be out the front having a pina colada.
It's a great plan for now, but until Ado and Simo sort of approve it, I'm not going to be like kicking my heels up and thinking that we've had a win, so...
They'll approve it. I'm starting jackhammering in 10 minutes.
Nadia and Scott excitedly run their idea by builder Aiden.
And that way the toilets can go back to back.
And the answer is...
Yeah, that's the way to go. Well, you're gonna have to be strapped to jackhammers and sledgehammers and wheelbarrows today, though.
Yeah, I already knew. My back already started to twinge, so I knew we were going. I knew we were heading that way.
We were relieved, we were wrapped, and for the first time we could actually start to organise stuff and we could start to plan things. It was a good moment.
All right,
Thank
let's
you.
crack on.
I'll do a little dance.
With a green light from Aiden, Scott can start demo. And Nadia can head to Reese to select Debbie's new ensuite.
We're choosing our bathtub, our tapware, our vanity, 2 toilets, a little hand sink, towel rails, everything.
The toilet war is officially over. At the other end of the house, a messy demo is well underway in the kitchen and dining area. And builder Simo needs a little Mount Isa magic to move the rubble before they rebuild the foundations in the morning.
I know you're planning and doing stuff.
Yeah.
But I need you to jump in there right now with all the boys, because your area has probably got the most demo.
Yeah,
Right.
It's Prince in the bottle, it's Nicki full throttle, it's swimming in the grotto, we winning in the lotto, we dipping in the pot of blue flow. Getting so good, it's dripping on wood, get a ride in the engine that could go. Get me and robbing it, bang bang cocking it, Queen Nicki dominant, prominent. It's me.
In the real world, this can't happen in a week. Realistically, this would happen over a 6-month period.
While Sarah gets cracking with the demo, Renee catches a ride to Beaumont with Dane and Leanne to choose tiles for the bathroom and kitchen.
We've got the judges on one hand and then we've got the brief of the homeowner, Debbie, on the other. So it's either wow or subtle. I think that's a winner. Beautiful.
While Renee spends up on flashy kitchen tiles, back at the house, Aiden and Simo have informed everyone else that the entire Bowen's hardware budget has been blown, and they still need to order heaps of timber.
So do we want to try and find money? From where?
Money tree.
We got to save money.
How can we save money?
Maybe get all contestants back here and you guys do the demo. see how much money we can save.
And I think we need to find out where Dane and Leanne are as well.
They're at
they're both
Beaumont
offside.
Tiles, shopping for tiles together. We kind of need everyone to jump in that kitchen area, get that drop, get that out, and then
I know it's not
frees us
everyone,
all up.
And I know it's not everyone's area, but this is where we've got to come together as a team.
Everyone gets back here and finishes the day off here working their butts off. That's going to free up some money so everyone can get what they want.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen if we don't get everyone back here.
Yeah.
Let's all get on, let's jump on the phones, let's get everyone back. I'm going to call Renee.
Who's going to call Dane and Leanne?
You can call him, he won't turn up till 6 anyway.
I've got Leanne's number, I'll get her back, I'll get them back here.
Dane and Leanne have gone shopping together. One person has to be on site at all times.
Yeah, that was how we were playing it on the other house too, yeah.
And there is consequences. He won't be leaving site at all for the rest of the week, and I expect him to wear a nail bag.
I like it.
The contestants have just found out that the Bowen's hardware budget has been blown. So it's all hands on deck to do the demo to keep costs down. But Dane and Leanne are off-site together. A real no-no.
Hey, Leanne. Look, I'm going to say it straight out. You need to get back here now. We've already blown the Bowen's budget. We've got like 10 tradies here doing it. That's a lot of money.
Well, I don't think any of us are qualified to knock down brick walls.
It's easy, Leanne. Just loading wheelbarrows and putting it in the bin.
We've already paid an allocated trade, Sarah.
Well, I've been told you have to get back.
OK, well, we'll head back when we're finished here at Beaumont's.
Rightio, as soon as you finish, head right back.
OK.
Thanks.
After we've been to Freedom and the antique shop. It's like, well, my God, what are you calling me for? Why isn't Simo calling me? Or why isn't Aiden calling me? You know, it's like, what the hell are you calling me for?
I think they're not happy that they have to come back at all.
Who, Leanne and Dane? Of course they're not, because this isn't their area, so no.
She's like, we're not experienced, we don't have the skills to do the remove brick. And I went, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Anyone.
Those so-called anyones need to get back to help ASAP because Aiden and Simo are sending the tradesmen home.
We'll see you in the morning.
Cheers, boys.
They might as well all jump in and work together.
You know, we're at a point now where they can knock the rest down and start barrowing stuff out, and there's definitely a few hours working it. There's no point complaining about having no money when there's work they could be doing.
And if Dane and Leanne don't come back...
Well, they have been here for an hour and a half while we've been working.
That's, you guys can have that discussion with them about who's actually earned the money. So we're knocking the chippies off in their bathroom as well.
Keep going.
Right?
Oh,
So
good.
everyone's out.
Yeah.
Good, that's fair.
Well, that's the only way to save the money, so...
Yep,
yeah.
good.
Keep going.
This is why we won.
With the builders off for the Arvo, the contestants will have to work hard and fast this afternoon to clear out the massive amount of dirt and bricks piled up in Renee and Sarah's kitchen.
It's all double brick. It's a very old house, very heavy work.
Across town at Freedom, Lisa has no idea she's needed back at the house.
Got a few things to do in here today. I've got my eye on a few things already, but of course it comes down to budget. It's really tight this week.
Unlike Lisa, Dane and Leanne had their shopping trip cut short. They've arrived back at the house to start the demo work.
They had made a group decision to send all the trades home, including the builders and the labourers, to save costs. So we felt like we'd been used that night.
Everyone needs to get in that back area and do it and work as a team. Who's not happy about it?
Double handling, that's what we love. Yeah, good call.
Dane wasn't thinking ahead that if he saves money now, he will need trades later on in his rooms to do things.
We don't have any labourers, no chippies, it's just us here.
Oh, well, we must be saving
fortune.
We have no money. We've gone over Bowen's big time.
Yeah, well, that's not our problem. That's Simo and Aiden's problem.
No, it's not. It's everyone's problem.
It's because they counted the budget.
You know what was actually really weird was the fact that we heard other or previous contestants saying about, you know, the characteristics of Dane and Leanne, and we thought, oh, it couldn't be possible. This isn't true. Well, it's true. Yeah, and definitely the fact that there's a double elimination this week. Yeah.
They're even more cutthroat.
So it's not our problem at all, mate.
Everyone's got to...
Hey, we should all be used to this by now.
Hell.
Let's go get this barrow out.
I think if any problems occurred with any other team's areas, look, we would definitely help them out because nobody wants to fail at not presenting a really lovely space. So, yeah, many hands make light work, so just get in and get it done.
But someone is still missing.
Lisa tends to do a lot of not much. She likes to shop. She likes to Google designs. And every now and then you might see a paintbrush in her hand.
Definitely taking one of these if they've got it for the living room. I just want to pick up some colours in the bed linen and pillows to sort of complement the wallpaper.
With the Suzuki filled with a day's worth of shopping, Lisa heads back to site unaware that she was needed there hours ago.
We needed to be back immediately, and I said, Lisa's out shopping. Yes, she's had the call too. Everybody has to be back here to help with this demo.
It might look like a bomb site, but it's actually a lion's den, with a hot and bothered Leanne ready to pounce on Lisa.
I'm not up to date with what's happening, but my understanding is we're going to be doing this till 8, which is fine. That's cool. There's plenty of us here, so I'm sure we can get it done.
Yeah, we had to come back from shopping after leaving it for about half an hour.
Yeah, we'd gone for half an hour to choose our tiles and had to come back.
I would have come back earlier. No one called me. No one told me anything. And
oh, OK. They said they called you.
No, no one.
And apparently you didn't come back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, all day. Lisa's been shopping all day while everybody else has been slaving.
Yeah, and Lisa's the lazy one. Yeah. Rightio.
At the end of the day, we are team players and we're not as greedy as others, so we were happy to go and lend a hand at the back there and just help the guys get into their, get into the swing of things to get everything removed, because obviously if they had to spend it on trades, their budget would have been blown out.
After all the grumbling, they've remembered that they need to work together to finish this house for Debbie.
There's a hammer in there, mate.
Yes, I know. I'm going to go back in and demo.
Just judging by the way it looks at the moment, I don't even think, these walls will be up tomorrow. And I actually do feel sorry for the couples at that end of the house because, they've got kitchens to be installed soon and bathrooms, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon.
If we don't get this done, and so it's ready to frame out by tomorrow, we're having Buckley's chance at revealing a kitchen. Yeah.
With only 5 days left until the semi-final reveal, this house might be the one that breaks them. Monday night on Reno Rumble, Aiden and Simo lay down the Reno law.
Dane?
Yeah?
The rule was yesterday to pitch in and work together.
Yeah, and then we got told last night that field, mate,
hang on, Dane.
it's not affecting us.
We're running out of money at Bowen's.
It got extremely heated between Dane and Simo.
Don't talk to me like that, mate.
Tensions also caused the country girls to collapse.
I rang him. What do you want me to do? And you heard the conversation.
I would ring him again.
well, don't push the point with me, okay?
Yeah. Tempers get toasted.
Was that Renee?
Yeah.
She thinks that I can go out and do ham, cheese, toasted sandwiches. I'm on a Reno show. I'm not here to do groceries.
Budgets get burned.
Dane and Leanne overspent at Beaumont.
It's too late now.
And wallpaper becomes a major sticking point.
I like this light colour, but with this darker colour.
This guy's he's one of a kind, this bloke.
There's no cause for too much concern at this stage because we've got plenty of time.
Well, you have time. We don't really have a lot of time.
We have just lost a whole day of unwallpapered walls.
It took him about 14 hours just to do this spot here, so it's, you know, what else can you say, really?
Will this bright idea cost two teams the competition in this double elimination?
Oh. Thank God we're not wallpapering.